In Market Mania, David Stryzewski, the CEO of Sound Planning Group, is joining us now, and you say it's time to get very defensive with your money in the stock market. What are you telling your clients?
So we're looking at alternatives in fixed and protected assets right now. And we think that it's really important that people sit down and evaluate their true risk management, where they set right now, where they're going into the future. Because if we're not going to be looking at our risk today, my goodness, when are we ever going to be doing that? This is the time to get a little bit defensive, a little bit strategic. We want dry powder for when things do ultimately go down and we hit what we believe to be a bottom here over the next 12 to 24 months. We want to be able to allocate back in and buy more shares with those remaining dollars and ultimately put ourselves in the best position long term.
What are your alternatives?
Some alternatives for investing right now. We're looking at places like, oil and gas. We've got metals, but how about unprotected assets where bonds are so expensive and they have the challenges with interest rates changing? There are things that we can look into, like, hey, CDs have gotten a little bit better, but also something called fixed indexed annuities, which can be bond alternatives, give you some exposure to the upside of the stock market, but none of the downside of it. The goal here is to make a couple of points better than treasuries. And you just need to evaluate what's going to be helpful as a net after inflation return, but also understanding, where can we try to beat treasuries and get closer to this risk reward relationship that everyone's ultimately fighting for.
David, thanks so much for sharing your investing ideas with us.
Pleasure's mine. Thank you.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.